Giant Music, because Shamar didn't want to take the $100,000 they was asking him to take just for like a
Right.
management deal. It wasn't no
What
sign.
label? Who? 100,000. What label?
Giant was trying to give Shamar 100,000 for them to manage him, like actually take him
Right.
up on
After the clock did.
right, exactly, and he turned it down. But now then they
Oh.
started using him. They figuring like, okay, he don't got no real management team. He don't, So they felt like they could just use him. And
hey guys, I'm gonna get directly into this. This pretty much is LeShawn breaking his silence. I think that he felt the pressure of feeling as though he is financially responsible for helping Shamar because he's friends with Shamar to move and to find an apartment. Now, he did publicly say on his live that Shamar was more than welcome to move in to his apartment until he was able to find something. But I think that after he got off that live, he was thinking about what he said, and he probably shouldn't have said it because he didn't mean it. And he is now retracting that statement, and he's trying to put the blame on Fendi and also Sukihana. And I feel as though he is feeling pressured because he doesn't really want to take on that responsibility. We all know that none of Shamar's friends are really out for his best interest. Because first and foremost, look at LeShawn up on a live that is a monetized live. He got monetized right after he got back friends with Shamar and been monetized ever since. And he knows that this wouldn't even be a situation for Shamar if people was to try to help him get monetized. He would have had a second income stream, and he wouldn't have to be figuring out simply something like moving his furniture and not having the money for it. But I'm not going to get too long-winded with it. I'm going to let you listen to what he had to say, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
said I had a stack of cash. So what? I had several. That money that you seen Shamar counting, that Shamar went viral for, that was my money. And that was
Thank
you
y'all.
know how much money I let Shamar hold? That was $6,000 and some dollars. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
I been getting money. Shamar know I get money. Call Shamar right now and ask him. I already know what's going on with Shamar. And today I actually let people know the reality on what was going on, okay? I was actually the one that said what I said, and I told them, I said, listen, y'all sitting up here asking me to help somebody. I can't help. How can I just go and help somebody? The person, Shamar needs to have money so that he could get a place to live. Okay? And my thing is, all this work that Shamar been doing, all these shows, all these features, and people is not paying him what they should be paying him.
That is true, sister.
Period. They are not paying him what they need to pay him, and that's just real facts. Okay, let's be for real. Everybody keep asking where LeShawn is. Oh, LeShawn ain't your real friend because he's not helping you. My thing is, I can't help somebody that don't have the money in their account so that they can get what they need. And I'm not gonna say they. I'm gonna say Shamar. And I let people know when I was live with him today. I said Shamar don't have no money, y'all. We need to start a GoFundMe, and we need to get like for real. And I wasn't going to sugarcoat it because I'm at that point where I'm not gonna keep hiding things from people, and like for real.
That is true. I can't say that.
I'm gonna start letting people know what it is, whether they like it or they don't.
That is true.
Period. And Shamar done been with Suki. Suki paid Shamar $500, and I was mad at Shamar. I said, Shamar, why would you accept her giving you $500? I know you want to be around people. I know you get bored. I know it. But my thing is, if you want to live a good life, you have to be able to charge these people what they need to be charged.
That is true. I can't say that.
And you cannot keep falling for everybody telling you that they could be your manager, because people can sell you a dream. I can be a better manager than all of them put together, and I can be a better manager than Tiffany too. And I don't have no problem with Tiffany. Tiffany is Fendi manager. She worked for the label Giant Music. I done been to Tiffany's house. I done spent the night at Tiffany's house. I done hung out with Tiffany and all of that. But
Hold
I
on, hold
just
on.
feel
Say that
like
again, friend. Tiffany who?
Tiffany,
Fendi manager, right?
Fendi manager. She's Fendi manager. She worked with Giant Music.
Ooh,
And
girl.
my thing is, when Shamar first came on with Fendi, I was around. I seen everything. Okay, when they created the music
Yes.
and they had K around, and
Right.
I feel bad because I had told Shamar I don't deal with K. I would not deal with K, and I told Shamar, do not allow K to be your manager. He let K be his
Indeed.
manager.
Yes.
Look what happened. K turned around and
That
did
is true.
everything she did. She
Yep.
stole from him. She was taking bookings from people, wasn't telling Shamar about the bookings,
Right.
and boom, boom, boom.
Facts.
Look at all that stuff that happened between K
They're
and
all our
Shamar and
facts.
all of
They're
this.
my facts.
So my thing is, y'all, listen. No, Shamar, see, that's the thing. You don't even know what you're talking about, sir. While you in the comments popping it, but I'm not going to address your name because we're not going to do that. But you don't know what you're talking about.
That is true.
First of all, y'all talking about LeShawn stole 60K, baby. No, listen, LeShawn was at home. When all that transpired, LeShawn was at home.
And they
Around,
knocked on
surrounded by
LeShawn door.
cameras.
They knocked
Surrounded
on
by cameras.
LeShawn
That
door.
night that Shamar house got robbed, LeShawn was at home.
Sure.
Where his cameras at?
Those
The
are
seat,
facts.
everything. All
Those
my
are
moves,
facts.
even when I'm at work, I'm around cameras. I got a
Those
camera
are
right
facts.
here in my face.
Exactly.
So I don't have to steal nothing from nobody. I wish y'all would stop making up that scenario. Like y'all keep trying to make up that scenario and run. Y'all are broke. Y'all mad that I have made a living for myself and I got it out the mud. So
That
now
is
y'all
true.
feel like I stole some money because I'm prospering.
That is
I don't
true.
have to prove anything to you. I already know prove to people. I showed people how I get paid. I don't have to lie
That
to
is
people.
true.
Do you not know how much money I made?
That is true. He already proved it last
I told y'all I made 6 figures, and I said what I said, and I don't have to keep going back and forth. Baby, I worked. I went to school for all my shit.
True.
Y'all sit up here, y'all let internet fool y'all. Y'all sit up here and listen to Tommy. Tommy don't.
He don't even have a high school diploma.
Period. Tommy don't know what he's talking about. I don't care what nobody say about me. Yes, I have a list, but I don't. That don't determine who I am or define who I am. Period.
Tommy don't have a high.
Said I had a stack of cash. So what? I had several. That money that you see Shamar counting, that Shamar went viral for, that was my money. And that was you know how much money I let Shamar hold? That was $6,000 and some dollars. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
I've been getting money. Shamar know I get money. Call Shamar right now and ask him. Period. I don't bought Shamar clothes, shoes. I've been taking care of Shamar for years. I used to get Shamar haircut every. Oh, I ain't even got down to what I want to say for real.
Okay,
I got a lot to say.
Sister. Okay, so what happened? You remember when ALVO and Shamar were together or whatever or whatnot? What happened with Broadway? You know them backstage and stuff, and what you know.
Oh, ALVO ruined opportunities for Shamar, and that's the bottom line. He ruined opportunity. He went down there, and Broadway managers said they could never come back to no shows that they have.
Oh, who manager?
Broadway manager.
Yeah, that is true.
He said they not gonna be able to come to no more shows.
Because who did it?
ALVO went down there and got the truth with the mama, with the person drunk, with all that. But my thing is, and that's another thing I be telling Shamar, like, you gotta leave certain people where they at. Period. Leave them where they at, because it don't make no sense that you gotta keep on going through this with people. ALVO messed up a lot of opportunities. Do y'all hear me? When I say a lot, and Tommy, I seen the live what Tommy was saying. A lot of stuff, and people be sending me stuff. I don't watch Tommy because I have zero interest in him, like, period. I don't watch him at all. But he did say he be saying some a lot of stuff Tommy be making up. But when he said that ALVO is the reason that Shamar is not prospering the way that he was,
that is true. I don't like Tommy
because,
either. I
like,
can't
listen.
say that though.
But my thing is, it's a lot of people, not only Shamar, but it's a lot of people, not only ALVO, it was a lot of people that use Shamar. Come on now, let's be for real. We all knew ALVO was trying to use Shamar. Like, we all know that ALVO is a problem. Let's be for real.
Clock the T.
ALVO is a hater. Do you hear me? I had him, like, the boy that I was dating at the time, and he really wanted to.
Yes, he did. He messed a lot of stuff up for Shamar.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
Another thing, y'all, listen. I really don't like to talk bad about people because, you know, I'm not that type of person. But I just feel like Giant Music, because Shamar didn't want to take the $100,000 they was asking him to take just for like a management deal, it wasn't no.
What label? Who? 100,000. What label?
Giant was trying to give Shamar 100,000 for them to manage him, like, you know, actually take him up on
after the clock did.
Right, exactly, and he turned it down. But now then they started using him. They figuring like, okay, he don't got no real management team. He don't, you know. So they felt like they could just use him. And honestly, I don't feel like Fendi had nothing to do with it. I feel like they just using her. You know, like they the ones that really get paid off the shit. They using Fendi because they need her to, you know, work with him or whatever. And I feel like they really playing in his face. She talking about she don't want nothing to do with Shamar anymore. He's hard to work with.
Tiffany said that, not Tiffany.
Tiffany said that. Yes, Tiffany said she don't want to
not
work with Shamar.
Tiffany. What? Girl.
All because he called and asked about his money.
Tiffany, the manager, girl. Girl, this something new to me, girl. And
I like Tiffany. Don't get me wrong. I love Tiffany. Tiffany is so sweet. Like if y'all met Tiffany in real life, like Tiffany is sweet, and she's, you know, she's sweet. But I don't need them. I don't need them. I don't need no.
Girl.
I don't need them. So y'all already know.
Shamar needs to change his circle. That's simply all I'm gonna have to say. To everybody. I know it sounds like a broken down record, but that's just how I feel. I'm not changing how I feel. It is what it is, and Shamar needs to understand that. And until Shamar understands that this is going to continue to happen, he's going to continue to fall, and then see the people who are his enemies or frenemies around him evolving or staying stagnant like himself, not growing and being toxic. And then, like always, the short end of the stick is always handed over to Shamar. Shamar needs to want better for his life.